In this video, the topic I want to cover is the idea of branching. So branching could be useful if we're experimenting with some new features that's independent of our main workflow, and we don't really want to mess up a working copy that we already have. So in the previous videos, we've seen things like on-branch master or origin master without actually going into details explaining what master means. But here we'll talk a little bit more about the branches in Git. So if we do git branch, that's going to tell me that I am now on the branch master, and then the master branch is the only branch that I have. But suppose I want to create and move into a new branch and then do some work that's independent from my main workflow. What I can do is that I could use the command git checkout -b and feature. So now I'm creating a new branch called feature. And it says I'm switched to a new branch called feature now. So this checkout -b command just means this is a shortcut for creating and switching to a new branch. And so now that I'm on this feature branch, maybe I want to, so say for this project, I want to explore the Swiss data set as kind of like a side workflow that's independent of what I'm doing to the iris data. So suppose I'm adding this line here, so summary of the Swiss data, and I can go ahead and save my edits. And I could go back to terminal and commit this change that I just made here. So let me just say explore Swiss data. And so say now I've done all these experiments on my feature branch. I'm now satisfied with the changes I've made, and I want to now push it to the remote repository so that my collaborators could also see it. If I just do git push, it won't actually go through because it says the current branch feature, which is our new branch here, has no upstream branch. So we would actually need to use this command here. So git push set upstream origin feature. So now we want to use origin feature to denote the remote copy of our feature branch. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now it went through, and if we go to GitHub and refresh our page here, now we could see that we actually have two branches on the remote as well. And if we click here, we see that we have a branch, a master branch, and also this new feature branch. So if we switch to this feature branch here, so GitHub allows me to compare the changes I've made, so compare these new edits on the feature branch, and also open a pull request if I want to merge that into the main master branch. So I'm going to do compare, and I can create a pull request. And so here it says able to merge, so that we're merging the feature branch on the remote back to the master branch. So here is actually my collaborator, which is Wellesley QAI, is opening up this pull request and trying to merge it into the master branch here. So we're just going to do merge. And on the remote, we can also delete this original branch. So we can delete the feature branch now that we're done with it. And if we go back to our main page, and if we go into our demo project, we see that this new change regarding the Swiss data is indeed being incorporated into the demo.r on the remote. And this is on the master branch. And now we're left with only the master branch here on the remote. And I could do similar things to my local copy as well. So say on the local copy, I also want to merge changes from the feature branch back to the master and delete the feature branch. So the first thing I'm going to do is to do git checkout master to switch back to the master branch. And I could do git merge. and feature. So this is merging the feature branch back to the master. And finally, if I want to delete the feature branch, I would just do git and branch and -d and then feature. So if we do git branch again, we see that we're now left with only the master branch.